Hey there, Chris McCarthy here with Brand Builder 360. In this episode of Building the Brands, you will learn the 3 brand functions that are necessary for a brand to get noticed and begin to build a loyal community. So let's get started right now. There are a lot of things involved in developing a successful brand strategy. You have to first define your brand foundation, which is your purpose, vision, mission, and values. You then need to find your target audience, complete audits of the competition, position your brand in the marketplace, design your visual identity, implement your brand across all of your consumer touchpoints, and constantly manage all of your brand assets. But on top of all of this work, there are 3 vital functions that every brand must perform to stand out, become recognizable, and succeed in the marketplace. The first of these vital brand functions is navigation. Properly positioning your brand in the marketplace is critical to the success of your business and helps consumers choose from the variety of choices. Brand navigation is how you position your brand and differentiate it from the competition by creating a distinctive offering. Strategic brand positioning involves creating brand associations in the consumer's minds so they perceive your brand in a specific way. When implemented properly, brand positioning will influence customer loyalty, increase their willingness to make a purchase, and generate brand equity. Some examples of questions that you should ask yourself when positioning your brand could include, are you a luxury brand or a budget brand? Are your products provocative or are they conservative? Are your customers indulgent or are they practical? Answering questions like these will help you define your brand and make it easier to properly position it in the marketplace so it attracts your ideal customers. Here are 6 reasons how positioning your brand attracts new customers, differentiates your brand from the competition, and clarifies your purpose. Number 1, positioning creates positive brand associations. This means customers perceive it as favorable, different, and creditable. These associations are critical to the achieving customer preference and customer loyalty. Number 2, positioning differentiates your brand from the competition. This will help to communicate value and justify pricing. Number 3, positioning boosts brand awareness. It makes your brand more memorable to the consumers. When your brand is constantly in the minds of the customers, they are more likely to select it when comparing their options. Number 4, positioning facilitates purchase decisions. It builds trust and takes the guesswork out of the purchasing process. Number 5, positioning dictates pricing power. If you properly position your brand in front of the right customers, it will clearly establish your brand's value and make the customer more likely to pay a premium price over a less effectively positioned competitor. Number 6, positioning clarifies your message. It allows you to craft a consistent, compelling narrative across all of your consumer brand touchpoints. The second vital brand function is reassurance. This is the reason why someone should trust you and purchase your products or services. You know why your company is great, but do your potential customers know what makes you better than your competition? You need to demonstrate and communicate the value and the quality of your products and services so your customers are confident that they have made the right choice. This value proposition should be convincing and explain the benefits of why your products or services are more valuable than similar offerings from the competition. Describing these benefits quickly and in an easily understandable way will help make an immediately positive impression on your customers. Here are 6 tips to help you define an effective value proposition. Number 1, be concise and easy to understand. Number 2, define and explain with confidence what you do. Number 3, make it easy for someone to find you either online or offline. Number 4, explain how your products or services solve a problem or resolve a pain point. Number 5, display your value proposition prominently on your website, marketing campaigns, and all of your consumer touchpoints. And number 6, answer this question. If I am your ideal customer, why should I buy from you instead of your competitors? And the third and final brand vital function is engagement. This is how your brand uses distinctive imagery, language, and messaging to identify the brand to the consumer. This is how you engage and communicate with your target audience and is also considered your brand strategy. A properly developed brand strategy defines the how, what, where, when, and to whom your brand plans to communicate. Your brand strategy should be segmented into 6 distinct parts. Your purpose, which is the core of your brand, your audience, or who your ideal customers are, your competition, which is who also does what you do, your messaging, this is how you speak to your customers, your visual identity, which is how your brand is expressed visually, and your touch points, which are the places where you engage with your audience. As I've mentioned earlier, there are several things that go into developing a proper brand strategy. Successful brands have spent years designing and auditing, refining, and managing their brand strategy to remain relevant in the ever-changing marketplace. But the brands who are consistently dedicated the time and the energy to develop their brand strategies are the ones who are able to create a loyal following and thrive for decades. As you begin developing your own brand strategy, always remember that the 3 primary functions and the responsibilities of a brand are navigation, reassurance, and engagement. All right, that is it for this episode of Building the Brands. I hope you have found this valuable. To implement these strategies and systems into your business, click the link below or visit Brand Builder 360 to claim your free Brand Builder 360 account and schedule a strategy call with me so together we can develop a plan for future success. I'll see you soon.